Hi, I'm Dr. Gregori Kurtzman, a general practitioner from Silver Spring, Maryland. And we're here today with Pentron Clinical Technologies via Dentistry Today to talk about a hot new product that is on the market, and that is basically Fusio, a self-etch, self-adhesive flowable composite that is useful in different applications. And we're going to go over the different applications this can be used in. Basically, using this dentiform, we're going to demonstrate the areas that this material is very ideally suited. First of all, for a Class 1 conservative restoration, where basically we have limited preparation there, maybe following the pits and fissures only, we're going to use this material on its own to basically fill the restoration. What we do want to remember is any margins on enamel should be beveled a little bit with the diamond that you're preparing this with, so we can avoid etching. In these cases, basically, we're going to fill the material in from the syringe. We could then take an instrument, smooth that out, light cure that, and our conservative Class 1 is done, making this less technique sensitive than using a total etch technique. This is also useful for pediatric restorations where the patient really does not want to sit there and deal with the etchant and the taste of that, and their patient sitting in the chair is very limited. Another application this is very good for, and it was designed as a dentin replacement, would be to do a Class 2 baseliner. This is also good for indirect pulp capping, and we're going to get less sensitivity with this than if in this case we had to etch the area, place an adhesive, and then a flowable composite. We will get less sensitivity with this. And in this case, we basically fill this up in increments of about 2 millimeters. We would then cure this in those 2 millimeter increments. Add additional increments until we are up to the DEJ, and then we would overlay this with a more durable composite that is more wear resistant. So as we can see here, we've replaced the missing dentin. Now all we have to do is overlay this with our favorite composite, a hybrid or nano composite, to get our wear resistance. Another application that this works very well in is Class 5 restorations, whether these are due to decay or an abfraction. We can see here on number 27, a preparation has been accomplished for a Class 5. We then basically would flow this material over the area. We can use an instrument to smooth this. As we can see, it self-levels on its own. And then we would cure this and go from there. The one thing to remember is our enamel margin. We do want to hit that with a diamond to roughen that, as the materials stick better to prepared enamel than they do to unprepared enamel. If we have a micro etcher in the office, we can also sandblast the preparation in the surrounding enamel, and that will also accomplish that preparing of the enamel surface to get a better bond. Our last application for this material would be a conservative Class 3 restoration. We can see here in the restoration, it is very conservative, small restoration. We would, as we did with the others, place the material in there, filling the entire restoration. We can take an instrument, smooth that out, light cure that, and then we're ready for finishing. In closing, we want to remember that these new self-etch, self-adhesive flowables are great because they're less technique sensitive than using total etch techniques, but we have to remember that they have to be used in the proper recommended procedures. Conservative Class 1s, conservative Class 3s. They're great for Class 5 restorations, baselining in Class 2 restorations, but they need to be overlaid with a nano or hybrid composite for better wear resistance. So we need to remember, use these materials as the manufacturer recommends, and we're going to get long-term results. Another benefit of this is, since we're not etching dentin, we have less sensitivity issues than we did when we were using total etch techniques. Thank you again. For Pentron Clinical Technologies, I'm Dr. Gregori Kurtzman.